Good morning. Welcome to Morning Brew. This is not the normal morning brew this morning. I don't know what's going to happen today, but I want to thank anybody for listening, anyone for participating, and I hope that it is as good a day as can be for everyone. I already have NB Geek backstage, so let's get things started.
Hey,
Hello.
hey, hey, Cap.
Hey, NB, what's up?
I'm gutted, dude. I'm absolutely fucking gutted. I can't. I'm still in shock. I woke up. Um, I shut down everything. I shut down all my social media stuff sometime last night, so I didn't even look at anything. I'm actually glad I didn't, because I probably wouldn't have slept all night. Uh, I woke up around 3:50. I was like, okay, I'm gonna just check, see what's going on, and then I was gonna lay back down. And then I saw the news and I was like, there's no freaking way I'm going back to sleep now. It's like it's just not happening. Um just I, it's a fucking shock, man. Just an absolute shock.
Yeah, yeah, it is. Um,
Probably should tell everyone what we're talking about if they don't know.
well, um, excuse me. Uh, Sometime on Friday, Admiral Oliver Franklin Doom uh, passed away due to a heart attack, and um, so we are, as a community, in shock, in mourning, and it's going to be a difficult time. Uh, but I'm going to say this: I know what I know of Richard. He would want us to go on. He would want us to do what we need to do together, not only to mourn, but to continue to grow.
Yeah, I hands down agree. Um he'd be
And
the
we
one he'd
need.
be the one. No, go ahead, buddy.
He would be the one starting the stream. He would be
Yeah.
the one starting the stream. If anyone else had had gone on, he would have been the one starting it. He would have been the one doing it, and he would want us to continue because it will help others. That was his thing. He was putting aside money that he was making to help other people. So his main goal was to help others. So yes, I know for a fact he would want us to go on.
Yeah.
I,
I agree. It is gonna take it's gonna take us all it's gonna take us all time to mourn this.
yes, it will.
I honestly I was just going through YouTube and I saw and I about lost it. I saw the reminder for tonight for the short attention span. I just was like, oh fuck. I just
Yeah.
I, look, I'm gonna be emotional. There's no way around it, buddy.
No.
I can't not be emotional, but I can't not be upset about this. Uh he just man, he could just make a room laugh so just out of nowhere he could make a joke and just make the whole room lose it. All his dooms rules. Oh god, so funny, so enjoyable to listen to.
Oh yeah, all the time. And
His
go ahead.
his passion for that old time radio stuff. Oh, he had it. He had such a passion for that, for old time radio stuff.
Yeah,
He,
I don't know how
something that's
far.
not. Oh, go ahead, buddy.
I don't know how far in the future he hasn't set out. So we're going to be
Right.
seeing those for a little bit.
I watched the. I did watch the stream that Canuck did, and yeah, he said, this is a story I didn't even know. He was like, Admiral would have on his in front of his computer now. He would have calendars, different colors for different things, and he said he wouldn't be surprised if he had months of stuff planned out. Which I wouldn't be surprised because he had three in the last 24 hours. He had three of his uploads go up.
Yeah, yeah,
So I would not be surprised if and that's going to be something I think we'll all be promoting when they show up. Help us. It'll help us, and it'll help us honor him because I think that's what he. I agree. I think that's what he'd want. He'd want us to continue on, listen to his stuff, listen to what he made. Remembering his passion and him and his history with R&R. Man, it was really taking off with them. Had such a great interaction with the community and stuff. Getting people in, coming up with those news feeds. It's just he just had an amazing talent for doing stuff like that. I mean, that's why he wasn't even on a lot of our streams, our live streams, because he was working on, he's working on his upload stuff, or he's working on the scripts with Canuck. But he was very passionate about helping other people out,
oh yeah,
always. Now he wouldn't bullshit you. He wouldn't pat you on the back and say, "Oh, it's all good." No, he was the kind of guy he's going to give you that boot in your ass if you need it. But then if you need that shoulder, he's going to give it to you as well.
exactly.
That's what kind of a man he was, and that's how I'm always going to remember him.
Yeah, I'm not expecting a normal stream today, so it's not. Please,
Yeah,
please be understanding today. This is a day of mourning. It's not not normal fun time that we usually have. Although I'm sure there will be a little fun because we're going to be talking about Admiral, and there are some things that are going to come up that were funny. Um, and I think he would be a little upset at us if we didn't laugh at it.
yeah. Oh, Admiral would be kicking our ass if we didn't make jokes and have some levity and stuff. He'd be like, okay, guys, stop with the depressing crap here.
It was. I had a friend. Um, her, well, he and his sister, uh, and a couple other people died in a car crash. Um, they were going back to college. This was years ago. During the after the funeral and during the get together, people were talking, of course, mourning, and then talking about stories. And I'll tell you this much: she was known to let out the largest, biggest, longest belch possible. Somebody belched. I said, "Really? That's all you can do?" That wasn't her. That wasn't worthy of her. There were several people looked at me, gave me this strange look, and just started cracking up. A couple people later said I was thinking the same thing, but I thought, no, I'm not going to say it. Nobody's going to. Yeah. So it
Somebody
needed to
had
be
to.
said. It needed to be said. We needed that levity in there. And
Yeah.
even with the levity, yeah, we're going to still be in mourning, but we have to remember everything, the good, the bad, and
The copyright strike for Static.
the copyright strike for Static.
Hello world. Bird will probably 5. Kapla.
Kapla bird.
This morning it would have been forgivable. I honestly didn't expect you to.
Well, seemed right. You guys are holding up as well as I am, huh?
Absolutely.
I'm 2 steps shy of a full-blown falling apart at a few moments here and there. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not even gonna pretend that I'm okay. I'm not.
I'm not saying I'm okay. Yeah.
Oh, I know you're not. I'm just sorry. I'm not saying that about anybody. I know we're all grieving in our own ways. Man. I'm gonna miss Locutus, Cam.
Yeah.
Oh,
Locutus
yeah.
was one of the first things I thought of. I mean, I thought about his poor wife, but I never actually saw his wife, so I don't have a face to go with it. But Locutus, I do.
Here you go. Here's one I found earlier. I gotta get better ones than this, but here's a good one of Locutus, Cam.
Aww. The only thing that was going through my head was his famous sign-off line, and brought me some comfort that he looked at life that way.
How'd it go? Live life as awesome and
awesome and like incredible or something, or downgrades.
Yeah, awesome, incredible, or downgrades.
Yes, live life like awesome and incredible or downgrades.
Yep.
Greetings, Mountains of Elysium. What's happening? Friday. Excuse me. Admiral Oliver Franklin New passed away due to a heart attack. We found out yesterday, and are surviving.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat with Bird here. I never met I never saw his wife or his kid. So, but yeah, Locutus. I mean, I know that may sound strange to some people, but yeah, we can put a face to that. And Locutus became a part of the string just as much as anything else that Admiral did. And every time he picked that little fur ball up, talk about a guy who wants attention, but not that much attention.
Like, I want attention my way. Yeah. My way and only my way.
It picked my. It's like, there were times I honestly thought he was making that shit up, and then it was him doing it. It's like, no, that's really his cat. All those, remember those license plate? Remember that collection? And that dude had a collection of awesome
things. Oh my god, porcelain plates! Oh my god. Oh, those were beautiful.
Yeah,
Absolutely beautiful. And oh, God, I'm not going to envy. I don't envy his wife. I really don't.
Oh God, no.
I mean, she's gonna have a lot of work ahead of her.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's hard for her to go down there, especially right now. I think if I was in her position, I wouldn't be. And this is just me. I don't think if I was in her position, I'd be able to go down there right now.
So the only reason she'll be able to go down there right now is to look after Locutus, because Locutus does not go upstairs.
That's right. Locutus likes to stay downstairs. Oh, Locutus, my God.
So yeah, that hopefully he'll start going upstairs a little more, or at least halfway up. But yeah, mountains.
Wasn't it?
We
He
all
said
were.
not too long ago. He had said that Locutus had kind of gotten in the middle, so he can look up and look down the stairs.
Yes.
Mountains, yeah, yeah. We're all in shock. Every one of us. I literally can't stop tearing up.
I know. Have you told your mom?
Oh yeah, as soon as I heard.
I told Madam Geek this morning because I accidentally woke her up. I knocked something over. And she asked what the noise was. And then I told her, then a few minutes later, I came back out because that was right when I pulled up my computer and saw the news. And I said, well, at first I was like, okay, is this like one of his twisted jokes?
Yeah.
I mean, that was my first initial reaction because, of course, you're going to go right into you don't want to believe it. And then I saw Richard, and then I saw Rick's stream, and I was just like, well, I caught about 2-3 minutes of it, and then I had to shut it down because I just couldn't
I
handle
just
it.
see now. Yeah, there was a stream this morning, huh?
Oh, I did one an hour ago myself. I was just waiting.
I
on
meant
Cap
one
to get
of
on
his.
Oh yeah, his.
Yeah.
And
they told us yesterday that he had some scheduled for some time.
Yeah. Well, he'd always said that. I always keep him posted long ahead of time. So even after I'm gone, it'll still continue. And it's funny because, yeah, I thought he'd outlive all the shows. Thought he'd run out of content first. So yeah, it's gonna be. We're gonna have reminders often.
Yeah, like I said, I got a reminder for short attention span tonight, and I was like, man, I just did need to see that right that second.
Yeah.
I was like, geez, the one time you finally give me a fucking reminder right. It's like the one time you finally give me a reminder and you had to pick that one. Thanks, YouTube.
Thank you, Joseph. Thank you. I had even let me check.
Joseph, I'm not friends with them on Facebook, so if you could give them our best wishes from all of us here. You'll let them know we are thinking about them and they're in our thoughts and prayers. Oh, man. I know this is not how we all planned on starting a Sunday.
No, absolutely not. This is definitely not the way to, yeah.
First time I met Admiral was on one of the, I don't remember exactly which one it was, but it was one of the Insomniac soups. It was the first, in fact, I think that's pretty much where I met all you guys, was on an Insomniac soup. And I think after about 2 or 3 times he was on there, I was like, I like this guy.
Well, when we met him, he was still working at the shitty Home Depot as the manager. I was happy that he moved to the closer Home Depot with the less pressure and the less stress, and generally all around happier about working there.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that was good.
I think later today, I think I'm going to do this later today. I'm going to go out to the gas station. I'm going to go get me a red Mountain Dew, and we'll find a place just to set it.
And I'm going to read something from his wife. To all of Richard's Facebook friends, I wanted to let you know that Richard passed away on Friday. No official arrangements yet, but as soon as we figure things out, I'll add another post and let everyone know. So,
a heart attack, man. I was looking through Admiral's streams, and I finally found the first one I was on his, and Cap, you were on it too with me. It was August 15th. I was looking, I was like, oh shit, that's back when my beard was still all one length. I had a really long beard thing going on the whole sides and everything back then. How about you guys, when you first met him, what was your guys' impression of him?
I'll be honest, for a while, I kept confusing him with Mr. CCDV. For some reason, they shared like a spot in my brain, a memory slot or something. And even to this day, I have to be very careful when I think about who I'm talking about because they get filed together. Just because I think I met them like within a day or two of each other, possibly even on the same stream, they both kind of got filed together in the way my brain organizes stuff. And I have to put in an extra thought. Wait, am I thinking Mr. CCTV or am I thinking Admiral? And I'll be honest, for a quick second, when I heard the news, I was like, oh, Mr. CCTV. I was like, that was sooner than expected. But he's always talked that he knew he was going to die, sooner than later because of his condition. And then I was like, oh no, that's not Mr. CCTV, it's Admiral of Doom, Doom's Rules, Locutus, and the video game, and all the stuff on the wall. And I was like, oh my God. I mean, not that it's worse, but it was more unexpected, and I was like, oh shit. And I start thinking, I'm like, as far as I know, he didn't have any underlying conditions or anything, to point to.
Yeah, if he did not talk about him, at least not with anybody I know. That might just be something he kept private.
It very well could be. I mean, I don't know, but
I don't either. Here you go. I got a good one.
I don't need to know. I just.
Here you go. Here you go. Here you go, Cap. A little something.
I was trying to look up something.
No.
I agree. Yes, if we do.
Yeah, we do need our rules. I heard somebody was talking about that. I think Joseph was the one I heard talking about maybe trying to get a book together to make a Doom's Rule thing, and I was like, hey, you need put up a GoFundMe. I'll help out with that. I think that'd be a great way to. I think that'd be a great a great way to honor him, because we all did love those Doom rules. I wonder how Locutus is going to take this. Okay, you know how pets are.
Yeah, not well, I'd imagine.
Well, considering that's pretty much by all accounts, that was his cat. I mean, that cat was pretty much around him, showing up on the streams. So much so, he had to make Locutus cam for him. That's apparently an old photo of his, the cat, too.
I'm just updating the description.
Okay.
Please keep talking.
Normally, that wouldn't even be a problem. Today, it's going to be a little harder.
Yeah.
Remember when he showed us his album collection, all that vinyl he has?
Oh my
goodness! And all those vinyl. I swear to God, didn't he have like every Pink Floyd album?
Wow. Yeah, he did.
Yeah, that had a bunch of Queen. And, I mean, that whole man cave downstairs that Jedi had reminded me. I had forgotten all about it. He had that little train station in there in one area. And I had forgotten all about that.
Oh, yeah. Huge lover trains. Huge.
Yes. Well, he loved his classics because, like I said, he's the only guy I know who had a Coleco and an Atari. Not only that, he had games for him.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Sometimes the same game for each one.
Yeah. I have to give him that. He went let's see here.
His customized arcade game with his customized logo on the top. Doom's Arcade.
I love that one.
Yeah. And then right next to his guitars, nice picture of Blazing Saddles. And you think about it, it's really amazing how much we knew about him, even though, none of us had actually physically ever gotten to meet with him. It really sucks, man, because I was actually going to only be a couple hours away from him in a few months.
Yeah, I know.
And I'd even talked to him about, hey, maybe we could grab a coffee one time and do a live stream just for fun. I think he would have enjoyed that.
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah, it would have been mostly at my expense, I'm sure, which would have been fine. You know me, I always love jokes, even when they're about me. Actually, I love jokes, especially when they're about me, because they're usually true.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's a mean. Oh, I heard back from Paula.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. He was only 53. I can't believe it. Yeah.
Yeah, 53. And everybody got blindsided. I know I'm sure his family got blindsided big time by this. Now, he only had one kid, right? Or did he have more than one?
I know he had at least one. I can't think.
I can't remember if he had more than one. I think he only had one. Oh, God. I don't even want to think about. I can't even imagine having the mom having to make that call.
Yeah, that would.
And I know what that both my parents are still alive, but even I've gotten calls, where a family member's passed away, and you get the person on the phone, and somebody has to be the one to let somebody know.
Yeah, and gonna have to let his son know that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's been lucky enough to have people around her. Obviously, that doesn't take away the pain, but it does. It does. It does make things a little easier.
Yeah. Well, times like this, family support is a big thing. Family and friends support is a big thing to get to help with this. I was about to say get through it, but you're never going to get through it.
No.
You just have to, unfortunately, move forward. And
it's always going to be there. There's no. Let me check something.
I mean, there's going to be. There's going to be a piece missing from our. Yeah, there's going to be, a piece missing from our community. That's just, it's never going to be replaced. And he's going to. And I know that we are going to be talking about him for a long time. There's going to be a time somewhere in these streams down the road where somebody's going to bring him up. We're just going to, somebody's going to randomly bring it up. We're just going to bring up something he did, or somebody's going to quote a Doom's rule.
Yeah.
And that's a good thing.
Oh yeah.
Last thing, remember, he's not gone as long as we continue to remember him. And he is such a great guy for this community. I mean, when him and Rambling started their stuff together, you could tell Rambling was having a lot. You could tell they were both having a lot more fun after that.
Oh yeah.
Once they started collaborating, man, it's just like whatever synergy they were able to put together, they had a blast with it. You could tell they were having a lot of fun. And I mean, that's the whole point. So. And I'm trying to think.
Oh my God. I'm going through his Facebook pictures.
Yeah.
And I got to the one, this is when I grow up, I want to be like mommy. And it appears to be a woman like dancing on a pole. And then underneath it, it says, "Dear Mrs. Jones, I wish to clarify that I am not now, nor have I ever been, an exotic dancer. I work at Home Depot, and I told my daughter how hectic it was last week before the blizzard hit. I told her we were sold out of every single shovel we had, and then I found one more in the back room, and that several people were fighting over who would get it. Her picture doesn't show me dancing around a pole. It's supposed to depict me selling the last snow shovel we had at Home Depot." And then when you look at it, you see, yeah, it's not a stage, it's a shovel. From now on, I will remember to check her homework more. I guess I could have just shared the screen.
That's okay.
That's fine.
I'm actually looking at some of his. I'm actually on his space. I'm looking at some of his stream. His Doom's Rule. I never heard this one. Doom's Rule 24. Revenge is a virgin. A bitch is too easy.
Oh, trust me, there are some gems out there.
Yep. Oh. Oh, yeah.
Wow.
I remember the joke he told us where, they said, he started writing letters, greetings from the bottom of the Pacific.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, here you go. Here's a good shot of his. Here's a good shot of it. This must be older. This must be an older one here because I'm looking at where the guitars are.
Yeah.
This must have been one of the older setups. Yeah, that's how much we knew this guy. It's like, oh, this looks a little older because we recognize what the back of his room looked like.
I don't know if it's an official rule because there's no number next to it, but he's got one that says, "Stupid pays well on YouTube. Your driving is going to make me a fortune."
I have seen that one.
Then the very next picture is his R&R Yitza photo on a mug.
I was trying to find my damn coffee mug of his, but with the history with R&R. But of course I can't find the damn thing. Huh. Doom's Rule number 1. If you're going to get laid, you're going to get screwed.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's definitely the Admiral. guys, I think we can safely say that we all got a great experience getting to know him.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. He has enriched our lives.
Made us laugh.
Oh, God. Absolutely.
That man could come up with jokes off the cuff. Remember, I used to say, I even said it to him. I was like, man, I thought I could come up with jokes off the cuff. I'm like, you're in a league of your own.
Oh, yeah.
Like I said, as of right now, he's the only person I've ever seen for certain who made Rosetta blush.
That was
Yeah.
That was something else. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. I think you were there. You were there for that one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it was like all of a sudden Rosetta is like stops talking and is like just kind of puts her hand, just kind of. It's like, holy shit, Admiral, you made Rosetta blush. And the thing was, he wasn't even trying.
No.
This is like, I mean, okay, he got Rosetta to stop mid after he said like she had no comeback. I'm like, this is different for Rosetta not to have an immediate comeback. It's like all of a sudden she just starts getting all red and it's like, ooh. I was like, that's the first. Oh. I had no idea on his Facebook page he had all his Dooms rules laid out.
Yeah. Anyone is welcome to join the panel. We're just going to be talking about Admiral Oliver Franklin Doom today.
A member of this community. All around fun guy to be around. Absolutely. And he will be very much missed. And his absence will be felt for a long time in this community.
Yes, it will.
Cap, give me a minute. I'm gonna go grab some coffee.
Yes, please. Bring me some. What are some of your thoughts, Berg?
I just was in shock, pretty much still am. I guess I never looked through all of his Facebook pictures. I wish does anybody have the link to his store?
Oh, I should. I know I do somewhere, but I'll have to find it.
If you had half a brain, you'd be 3/4 of a brain ahead of where you are now.
Yeah,
Just an observation.
Oh God, I love his observations. Just an observation. Yeah, I love those.
I am sorry that you lost. Are you smarter than the kindergartner? Look on the bright side. You still have a chance. Not a good one, but still a chance on are you smarter than a farm animal? At least I hope you do, for your sake. Just an observation.
Oh. Oh, yes, mountains. Always putting the professor in danger. I remember the first one. In fact, they were talking about this just recently. 3 people potentially killed. Of course, Jeff absolutely was not. People only asked about Jeff. That's the only person I cared about. I'm like, okay.
No
Everybody
Jeff
else.
Franklins were harmed in the making of this radio show.
Exactly. The professor has not been harmed in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah, JP. Yeah. Yeah, damn right. He'll be missed. Cap, you got somebody in the backstage there saying.
I know.
Okay.
But no, would be. I think today would be a good day to remember.
You know what I think I'll do? I think after I move to that, after I move, I think I'll find one of Doomer's rules, and I think I'm gonna go get a banner made out of it and hang one up. I think I think I'll do his fame. I think I'll get his famous closing line at the end of his streams. I think that's the one I'll do.
Yeah.
I'll print it out. I'll get a printout of it, or hell, I don't even need to do that. I can just call. I can just find a place that makes banners and just send them the picture and let them do it. But yeah, I think I am gonna do that. I'm pissed off right now. I can't find his freaking coffee. I can't find the coffee mug I have of him and Locutus. Found every other damn coffee mug I couldn't find. I said, of course. And I started getting frustrated. And I said, okay, Jess, it's just a coffee mug. But I mean, I knew why I was getting frustrated, but I had to remind myself that it's like it's not the coffee mug, buddy. It's not about the mug. So
exactly. And well, we can remember this. At least he was Team Waffle.
Oh, you just had to go there. You just had to go there with the waffles. Just had to go with the waffles. You and my wife and Admiral, all traitors to me. JP, yeah. JP, we are all still in a state of shock.
Agreed.
I am. I haven't even hit morning. I haven't even hit morning yet. I know that I'm still in shock. Or maybe I am morning. I don't know. I just right now the only thing I can think of is that right now the only place I want to be is right here with you guys talking about our long lost friend now. I'd much rather it be here with you guys than anywhere else.
And so,
y'all did a lot. Sorry.
Normally I wouldn't care about downvotes, but come on, guys. This is about the Admiral. I don't care if you like me or not. This is it. That's disrespectful.
You know what? I know we make jokes about downvotes plenty of time, but seriously, fucking A, people, I don't even think you bothered to pay attention to see what this was about. They probably just walked in, hit the downvote, and left.
Yeah.
Just to be dicks. Not even looking at the content of what we're talking about.
No.
But fuck them. I ain't even gonna play with them today.
No.
I got better things to do with my day than deal with that bullshit right now.
Exactly.
JP, I'm going to go out later, and I am definitely going to grab a few beers. And like I said, I am going to grab a red Mountain Dew today, a Code Red. I am going to buy one. I'm going to find a place to put it. I'm just going to sit it there, and I'm going to put a little sign up there. I'm going to find a sign, create it, and say, for Admiral Oliver Franklin Doom. May sound small and silly, but to me, the Code Red, that was his drink. That's what we were used to seeing him drink a lot of times. So something I'm going to have because it's going to mean something to me. It's like when we were talking. Remember, Cap, when we were talking about old toys, and we were saying, it's not so much the toy. It's the memories and the emotions that the toy represents that really make it special.
Yeah.
So to me, getting one of those Code Red Mountain Dews is, in my mind, just kind of my small way right now of doing something to honor him.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's the best thing we can do, is to do things to honor his memory. And
folks, he wasn't even on YouTube that long, but damn, what he put on YouTube was some great stuff. It's still some great stuff. And yeah, we're gonna have some more. Admiral's not done. Apparently, he's got some stuff that will be loading up, and this will be a nice gift to the rest of us who were close with him, or as close as we could possibly be.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Cap.
No, that's fine. No. And it's not going to be easy. And like I said, it's not going to be quote unquote normal right now, and we just need to continue on as best we can.
I know we will, and I know we will, and we all know that's what he wants. But we all need this right now. We need our time to grieve and mourn, and then start our healing process. But to move forward, we'll get there. I know we'll get there. This community will take care of each other. We always do, because that's what we're here for. Oh, man. I didn't know the gentleman that passed away a while back that some of you guys were friends with, but I knew that really gutted people when I had heard about it. So
yeah,
I can definitely relate to it now, knowing someone.
Captain Redneck, we spoke with on Discord and in chats of other people's YouTube streams.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as I know, he never appeared on camera. I think he might have been on audio, like on Discord once or twice.
Yeah.
But I never had a face to go with the name. He was never on a stream. He never did a stream of his own. Don't get me wrong, I miss Captain Redneck. I really do. But we heard about it a month after it happened.
Yes.
And he wasn't. He was part of the community, but he wasn't. It didn't feel like, I don't know how to put it without sounding disrespectful. He didn't have a channel. He didn't have a following. He was friends with a lot of people. And he was very generous to many of us. And I always remember him. But, it's different when you know somebody by face and voice and their pets and their life, and you see the pictures of their house and know what's in their dining room and whatnot.
I agree.
And Captain Redneck, always chose to be more distant, and it was fine. I didn't know he had kids. I didn't know he had, I really didn't know what he did, except spend a lot of time on YouTube and Discord. Whereas Admiral, we knew where he was working. We knew he had a wife. We knew a lot of his writings, his passions, he had his life, his passions were hanging on his wall behind him and on camera, and one was standing, behind him. So in one frame of video, you got to know the man a lot more.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we learned so much about him throughout the times we got to know him.
And not that it matters, but Admiral was pretty much universally loved and respected, and Redneck rubbed a few people the wrong way. But that was the way Redneck was.
Yeah, I saw your post here, Bird. It's a good picture. That's a good picture of him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I found it on Facebook.
Yeah. Hey, Orville Nation.
I've already written his wife. I haven't. No problem.
JP, that's understandable. That is an understandable reaction to have. There's nothing wrong with that, with being that upset. Oh yeah, JP, yeah. I won't be able to look at a penguin without thinking of him either. A big penguin sign in the back, Doom's Arcade, all those. And you're right, Bird. There is a lot we learned about him over our time that is different from other people we may know through chats and stuff. You're right. We have visuals of him. We knew about his family. We knew about his hobbies, his passions. We knew how his setup. We'd notice if something was out of place behind us in his thing. We'd be like, "Hey, where's that at? You're missing something back there." No, we kind of.
And of course, he was always making tea.
Yep.
Always had a pot of tea going. And when he ran out, it was making another.
Yep. Oh man. I need to find the stream. I need to figure out which stream is the first one he set up Locutus Cam. That was so cool the way he had all those, he had the TVs up, he had the different cameras, he could switch his camera angles around, and then, he labeled that one Locutus Cam.
Yeah. And now, Orville Nation.
Hey, gentlemen. Good morning.
Hey.
Good morning.
Nice to see you guys.
Thank you. I wish this was a happy occasion.
What happened? What are you guys talking about?
Admiral Oliver Franklin Doom, a member of our community, died on Friday of a heart attack.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, of course. Sweet.
And so there were a couple people that wrote and asked me if I was still going on with the show, and I said yes. um, and because I know he would not want me to just stop doing it because of him.
Oh my god.
In fact, he
How did
was
you
one of
guys
the
find out?
live stream last night.
Rambling Canuck, his co-host on History with R&R, did a special stream last night to tell everybody.
Yeah, I found out. Yeah, Orville Nation. I found out early this morning because I don't. Usually after a certain time, I shut down all my social media stuff and I just, watch TV and then go to bed. So I got up about 3:50 this morning, and I was going to come into my red room here and just take a quick look at Twitter and see what's going on, and then go back to sleep. And then I saw the stuff pop up, and at first I thought it was maybe some kind of really sick joke, but then I saw the stream from Rambling Canuck, and I watched it, but it took me a couple of times because after I first saw it, after I first heard it come out of his mouth, I'm like, okay, this is no bullshit now. And
Now, was he the one who was doing the history thing with Rambling?
Correct.
yes,
Oh man. Okay.
He was the one doing the script writing. So yeah.
yeah, he was the one known as he was Richard Simpson on there.
But was there a third person, or was it just them two?
Just those two. Well, I mean,
Those
there was
Well, Jeff Franklin
Jeff
was in
Franklin.
it from time to time, mostly every episode, actually.
Yeah.
But he wasn't one of the RRRs.
No.
No, he was just one of he was just a contributor.
Oh man.
But yeah, he was he was a good friend to a lot of us. Funny as hell. Had some of the most funniest one-liners, and his whole Doom's rules are just so much fun to listen to. That's why I was saying, I think when I moved to my new place, I'm going to take his closing statement where he used to end his streams with live life as if awesome and amazing or downgrades. So I think I'm going to get that made into a banner and put that up in the barn.
Live life as if awesome and incredible or downgrades.
Awesome and incredible, yeah.
Do you have kids?
I know he had at least one.
He had a son. That's all I know about.
Of course, he was married.
He
His
was
cat,
53.
he had his,
Is that what we heard?
Correct.
yeah, 53.
53 years old?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh wow.
Too damn young. Too damn young.
Yeah.
I wonder if I don't know if he had any underlying medical conditions that he kept private from us. And to be honest, it's none of my damn business to ask those kind of questions.
Has anybody used his account to communicate with you guys, or no?
His wife has gotten on Facebook and you passed a message. And I have written to her personally. It was just a brief thing, and so she's trying to deal with it, get things under control. But she responded back. But
yeah,
it's funny.
like I said,
It's not been that long. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, Oral Nation. I was actually going to be where I was moving. I was only going to be about 2 hours from where he lived because it's close to where I have family that lives. So, we have been talking about getting together, doing a stream over coffee or something one time in the future.
Wow.
But
Where
yeah,
did he live again?
he lived in Indianapolis.
Indianapolis.
Yes.
And as I told you guys, I'm moving to the border of Indianapolis, Illinois. So I'd be about 3 hours from my family on both sides of the border.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I would have been close to him. We could have had, it would have been easy for me to get up to Indianapolis with no problem. And him and I could have met in the middle somewhere for coffee, easy enough in the future. But obviously that's not going to happen now. I do want to give his wife my condolences, but I'm going to wait at least until tomorrow. Because I've never talked to her personally, and I really don't think she needs people flooding her Facebook right now with messages. So I'm gonna wait a little bit.
Yeah.
Out of respect, in my mind, to be more respectful. But that's for me because I've never talked to her before.
Well, I haven't either, but from what I knew, Richard, that I could call him anytime, day or night, and that if he wasn't at work, asleep or busy, he would have taken the time out. Hell, he would have, even if he was busy, he would have taken the time out. And so, yeah, I just felt it appropriate to go ahead, write a short note today. But people need to do what they feel is best. So,
exactly.
Yeah.
I'm not saying what you did is inappropriate or anything like that. What I'm just saying for me personally, the way I feel at it is like I feel like I need to wait.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. But that's more, that's a personal thing on my end. I'm sure if I shot her something, she probably wouldn't mind, but I'm just, I'm gonna hold off on that right now.
We all have our own ways.
Exactly.
We need to do things our. I am wondering if his wife is going to have a GoFundMe or something to help cover the cost, because it's not going to be cheap.
If she does have to do one, she knows she's going to get help from us. It's not even a question.
No, it's not. And I wish Rambling could we're around right now. I really love to have him on and talk.
I doubt it. I wonder if he's even up.
I doubt it.
Yeah. Well, we will talk with him again.
Yeah.
And like I said, we're going to be talking about the Admiral for a long time. Like I said, Doom's Rule's going to pop up somewhere. Somebody's going to remember a joke he did. Somebody's going to bring up old games, and we're going to talk about how he had an Atari and a Coleco.
I only talked to him for a couple of times in common streams, and seemed like a really nice guy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a genuine, caring guy who he had set up his store and had said from the beginning a portion of this was going toward the community. And he cared about people. He cared about people more than himself. He would do anything for anyone.
Now, is the fact that he has Doom in his name, is he at all emulating Doomcock, or
No,
does nothing to do?
nothing to do with it. He, in fact, has been well. Okay, he started out was Admiral Doom. This was back in the 80s, and on bulletin boards. And then he, added Oliver Franklin. So it was Admiral Oliver Franklin Doom since, well before Doomcock was ever around.
Mm-hmm.
And
Well, how are the three of you guys doing? How's everything with you guys?
honestly, going rough. It's time of shock. He was only 53. He was too young to go.
Yeah, very young. There's a lot of, I'm sure there's a lot of stuff we could all do to take better care of ourselves.
Oh, agreed.
If anything, stuff like this just, reminds us all to try to take as good care of ourselves as we can, diet wise. And
yeah. And I think the other thing is that we need to learn to appreciate everything.
mm-hmm.
There are things that people will, we've gotten to the point of not appreciating life. And with everything going on, I think people would kind of, I don't know, life has gotten a little depressing. Adding this on doesn't help, but we need to remember the good times that we've had together.
Mm.
And
I know last year was a complete nightmare for the majority of us, but one of the things we've all kind of said together, Cap knows this, Bird said this. One of the bright spots was we got on YouTube, we got part of this community, and we've become, I think, closer and stronger people because of this community that we've been a part of.
agreed.
Yeah.
And meeting someone like Admiral was a big bright spot last year when I first met him. I met him on an Insomniac soup. I mean, that's where I pretty much met everybody almost. And after about two or three streams of listening to him, I'm like, I really like this guy. He was funny. He had fun. He had jokes. He had wit. Yes, come in.
Can we go to walk?
It's 7:00 in the morning. Wait till 8.
Please.
8.
Please.
8. Wait till the sun comes up more. Sorry about that, guys.
Mm-hmm.
7:30.
We'll see.
That's some good negotiating.
That's how it works in my house. No, let me see. I just want the sun to be up a little higher. Just a little bit more brightness outside before I say they can go out. Oh. Yeah, I mean, when I say he could come up with jokes, statements, and like I said, he's the only guy I've ever seen to make Rosetta blush. He's also the only guy in that same instance, Orville. He's also the only guy I've ever seen who not only made her blush, but made a comment that made her actually stop. She was literally tongue-tied for a minute, and that's
What did he say?
I don't remember what he said.
I don't remember either.
Okay. Cap, I'm not familiar with who that is.
Yeah, you are.
If I am, I'm sorry. I'm not catching. I must be missing something. Yes.
Hold on a second.
Yeah, no worries, bud. Take your time. Oh.
There. You should know that one.
Okay. Oh, gotcha. Sorry, I actually I don't think I've ever called him by his name. But yeah, I'll shoot it over. No worries there.
How are you doing, Bird?
Yeah. Not my usual cheery self. I just came out of left field, and I don't know if you know it, PJ, but we lost another member of the community. Well, we only found out it last week, but apparently he had passed away a month earlier.
I heard.
But
What is his name? Redneck?
Yeah,
Wasn't it?
Captain Redneck. Yeah. And he didn't stream, so we didn't see him as often. He was on Discord and chats, but that hit me harder than expected. So when I heard about this last night, I knew it was going to hit pretty hard, and it is.
Yeah.
It's always you're not expecting to hear it, and especially from the Admiral, like you said, we could all take better care of ourselves. But to be honest, he looked like he was taking pretty damn good care of himself.
Yeah.
Compared to some of us, it's certainly better than me. And I wouldn't have expected anything to happen like this.
Forgive me. Yeah, I'm just forgive me for saying that. It's just it's like talking from I'm a health guy.
I know.
From a biologist and psychologist, so I'm just trying to natural comment coming from me.
No,
and I know,
I
and
understand. It just it's like, well, if he doesn't have a chance, we're all, the rest of us are truly boned.
There's a lot of different factors that play into an episode, an episode like that, a cardiovascular episode. So who knows? He wasn't. Do we know if he was? I mean, was it COVID related or?
No, I mean at first he didn't seem sick. He'd been on with us very recently. The wife said it appears to be a heart attack, though they're still not 100% sure. But the preliminary thought it was just a massive heart attack.
I wonder if it was just he looked healthy, so there's always a possibility that he just had a lot more stress than even we realize. And, stress can really do that. Stress can really affect your health. We all know that. And I know all of us know that.
Yeah.
And you guys know me. I take anxiety and blood pressure medicines, and I'm prone to having panic attacks.
Yeah.
I don't know, JP. I don't know if it happened at work.
I don't either. Because I know that his new job was a lot more physically intensive than his previous one.
Yep.
So I don't know if it was work related or not. We're not even going to go into that one because we don't know anything at this point. But oh man, yeah, he's going to be missed. It's not going to be an easy time.
No, unfortunately, it's not. Not for any of us, I know. But we're doing what we do.
Are you guys gonna do like a special stream, just like remembering him or something, or
I think there's
rambling
quite a few
maybe?
people. I think there's a lot of people that are individually working on that right now from others that I don't know. I have a feeling that it probably will happen.
Yeah, it's going to happen. It will.
It's going to happen. It's just going to be a question of when, all of this is all, unfortunately, incredibly still fresh with all of us. And not all of us were able to communicate with each other at the same time. So, we'll have to, I'm sure something will get put up. I would probably see it. If I was going to recommend anybody starting a tribute one, I'd probably recommend Rambling, not Random. Sorry, Rambling.
Yeah, I mean, Rambling did this stream last night to let us know. At this point, I think we're still waiting to hear if the wife is going to need anything, the family's going to need anything. If there's, I don't know what their situation is financially. If they want to do a GoFundMe, if they need to do a GoFundMe, if they need something else. So I think once we hear more, if they have any need or whatever, or if he has a favorite charity or something, then maybe we could go ahead and do something to help honor that. But until then, we're all going to be talking about it. So
yeah,
I don't think we should be doing, an official tribute stream till we know more what if we can do to help.
Yeah.
Because that would only take away.
No, I agree with you
should
there.
we need to do something later.
Are you streaming later, Bird?
Yeah, I have my Futurama Sunday.
What time is that at?
3:05 Eastern.
Cool. Hey, did you get any word on getting vaccinated, Bird? Or are you not getting it? Or?
No, the city, I'm not in the current eligibility group, and even if I was, the city's basically out of it. They started canceling anybody who had appointments. They're all delayed by at least a week. The city's basically run out of vaccinations, and half the people who got the first vaccination, the places didn't know they were supposed to schedule them for the second automatically. So half the people who got the first vaccination now are running around frantically trying to secure their second dose because the place they got it didn't do it and didn't know they were supposed to.
Wow. You would think they'd be better organized.
Yeah, well, I'm not terribly surprised. That places that, weren't used to doing these things didn't know ahead of time. Pretty sure if you got it at a hospital, then they were okay. They knew what they were supposed to do, but they open up these centers and the people there are pretty much like poll workers. They're just volunteers from the community. They don't have a clue what the hell they're doing. They're just doing their best, and I understand, but we end up with a situation. I think it's going to be a while before I end up getting vaccinated. We attended a virtual town hall where they at least acknowledged that there were, people, homebound people and their caretakers, but they're not. We're not on the list yet. We've got a ways to go. So, see, I mean, it's winter. It's not like I particularly want to go out anytime soon anyway.
Yeah. How's the weather in New York?
Cold. I mean, not terribly. It hasn't been the coldest winter, but
Is it above freezing now, or?
It has been most of the time. I think today might be a first day it dropped below freezing. Yeah, it's in the 20s right now outside. But it had been in the 30s overnight. Tonight it went, last night it went down to 20 something. Now it's 22 Fahrenheit, obviously, which was our coldest night in a long time. And then this coming week, it's one of the coldest weeks of the winter so far. But still, the highs are in the 30s. And I mean, I remember last year or the year before, we had a whole week we didn't get above like 20 degrees.
Yeah.
It was just crazy.
Yeah, I remember that. What areas are you guys in of the? I don't remember where you guys are.
I currently live in South Carolina, at least until March, and then I'm moving to Indiana.
That's right.
My oldest is pregnant, and she's going to have her son in June. And then I have family that lives right on the Mississippi River near St. Louis, and then my wife's family near Indianapolis. So we found a nice little house on the border of Illinois, Indiana, that puts us right about the same travel time between each.
Cool.
So instead of me being 10, 12 hours away, I'll be 2 to 3 hours away.
Well,
wasn't planning on moving, but found out I'm going to be a grandparent. Kind of changed my perspective on things.
I remember you telling us that. Yeah, congratulations.
I'm in Missouri, Kansas City.
That's right.
Area. And yeah, it was funny because at one point we'd all talked about getting together sometime after all this was over. In fact, Ramlig was talking about coming down to the States and going to see Admiral. And I thought, okay, I'll find a way to get there when he can. So that was just kind of going to be, something to look forward to.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like I said, once I realized I was going to be close by him, I was going to definitely try and make an effort. Be nice if we could all do that one of these days. Get, when those are.
Yeah.
Sorry. I don't know. It'd be a fun little thing if we could ever get one of those small tables at a Comic-Con. Who are you guys? We're just a bunch of random YouTubers. What do you guys talk about? Everything.
I told Bird a while ago that after COVID we should do something like maybe around New York Comic-Con or something like that. I don't know if he remembers, but
I remember. I just don't know when there'll be a New York Comic-Con again.
Yeah.
A live one? Oof. I know Elihu, he does a lot of talking with he does a lot of those virtual con streams.
Yeah.
He quite enjoys them. Now, I wouldn't mind doing the free ones, but I was like, he was like, "Oh yeah, this one's gonna have Tim Russ." I'm like thinking, "Oh God, if I got into a private chat with Tim Russ, I'd probably get booted real quick." Yeah, I got a few choice words for that guy.
Why?
Let's just put it
If you
this
don't
way: as
mind
much
me
as I
asking,
love the
if you don't
character,
mind me asking.
no, it's fine. It's what I run into a lot. Just because I enjoy characters that people have played, unfortunately, the person who played them generally does not have the same ideology values I do, and he's one of the worst of them. I'm a conservative.
Okay. But he's a nice guy, though, isn't he? Tim Russ,
Uh,
or not?
I've yet to have a good conversation with him.
Oh, you've had talks with him before?
I had, let's just, well, there was a couple tweets back, and there was like, he actually answered one of my tweets. He did not. And I wasn't actually trying to be a jerk. I was just trying to point out a fact, and he didn't like that. And that was about the end of it. And that was,
But see,
one of
don't you
that was like
guys
my first account before it got nuked.
Go ahead,
don't you
PJ.
guys think though that NB? Don't you guys think that regardless of our political positions, like there's no reason to bump heads with him, like unless he was rude to you, like.
Yeah, it's just, I don't like it when I don't like people who make, I just don't like generalizations. And a lot of them make very broad generalizations about my ideology. And I every time I try to, and what I do is a lot of times I try to correct them on that, and they don't like it. They don't like me correcting. It's like I had one person who said they were speaking for all of us, and I'm like, you don't speak for me. It's like you speak for yourself. You do not speak for me.
I get it. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of generalizations.
Unfortunately, there's a lot of generalizations on both sides. I will say that
No, I will absolutely agree with that.
because I am for the most part on the other side, but I'm not that that out there. I'll say that. I think some of the ultra liberal, I'll just say that way,
You seem more libertarian to me.
ideologies I am are just way out there. And I am more centrist than anything else. But yeah.
Yeah, I would say you fall mostly the way I can read you is you fall mostly center, but you also do have more of a libertarian point of view on things,
Could be correct.
which is totally fine.
It is too bad we don't have a libertarian
Third party
candidate.
Yeah.
Well, the problem, yeah. Well, the thing I try to point out to people too is one thing I constantly have to point out is like you do understand that the Republican and Democrat Party are literally nothing more than private organizations. It's just their whole goal is jobs and government. But I keep pointing out to people they are private.
Yeah.
But
see, I would have liked to have seen a debate stage that had the Republican, the Democrat, the Libertarian, and the Green Party. If you're able to get on the ticket for enough to get to the electrical, I think they should be on the debate stage. People should, it shouldn't be just the top two people. It's like, well, these other guys can't win. Well, you're not even giving them a chance to voice their. It's like you're not even giving them a chance to show their platform.
Agreed.
And there was a time when they were allowed to join.
Yep.
At least in the first debate. And that ended. And unfortunately, when that ended, you didn't get to hear from the other candidates. It was all about two things, and
No, I agree.
But I, as much as on another stream, this would be a wonderful thing to continue. I would prefer to go back to talking about Admiral Doom.
No,
And,
you're fine. Sorry. I wasn't trying to derail it, buddy. I promise.
And I.
Me neither.
Oh, I know completely. What you said you only talked to him a couple of times. What experience did you have with him?
Well, he was on a couple of panels that I'd been on. I don't even remember whose stream it was. Maybe one was yours. And I had also talked with Rambling and him about collaborating on something, but it's been, this whole COVID thing is just driving me nuts. I'm not even home. I'm abroad.
Yeah.
And I don't even want to get into details like family wise, but it's been insane to stream. And I was been waiting to kind of get things more organized in order for, I wanted to do something with him and Rambling. History wise, and I was going to talk to them again about doing something on Chuck Yeager. I did have the opportunity briefly to have some interactions with Chuck Yeager via email at one point, and I wanted to talk I was principally talking to Rambling. I didn't talk to him, but anyway, I was really looking forward to that interaction with him.
Yeah, that would have been a wonderful thing to have had. Yeah.
Yeah, it's starting to circulate through Twitter now. I've noticed. Mr. Hyde, Thomas Tyler. So I think those who may have not known yesterday are starting to wake up and find out the news. And,
unfortunately, guys, I have to go, but I wanted to just pop in and say hi. I didn't even realize that we were going to talk about this. So my heart goes out to their families and to his family, and I don't know. And you guys try to have a good Sunday.
Thank you.
Take care, PJ.
Much appreciated.
Take care,
you, PJ.
We'll talk again. Take care, guys. Thanks for the invite, Captain.
Oh, you're welcome. Bye. And see you tomorrow, I hope.
Yeah, I'll try to, even if I can't join in for too long, I'll try to join you more often, okay? Because I do want to talk to you guys. So.
Well, I was waiting for your stream. I was going to, watch your stream, but okay, sure. You're always welcome.
All right, guys. Thanks. Take care. Bye.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Take care. Yeah, I've sometimes noticed my co-host, Jack is on there with him. Jack Beers is sometimes on the streams with him.
Yeah.
Well, he was a sailor, so fair winds and following seas.
Well.
And heaven's got a new guard at the gates.
And hopefully not got the same potty mouth as a sailor.
Yeah, I can see that there. All right. St. Peter's up there. He's like, all right, look, Richard, we need to talk. Okay. Here are some words you can't say up here in heaven. Sorry. Some rules, provisions. He'd be like, what the fuck is this?
This? I thought we were in heaven. I'm a sailor, for fuck's sake.
Oh, you're a sailor? Okay, sir. Yeah, just go through that door over there. Yeah, we got you covered. We got a special room for you guys. Walk in there, probably somebody goes, what the fuck took your stupid ass so long?
Exactly.
So what else you got? What else can you think about our good friend? I mean, for those of us, for the fact that most of us only knew him for maybe a year,
6 months.
roughly. Yeah.
You know,
He really, he
he
just
really made a
brought
big
a lot of
difference.
energy.
Yeah, yeah, he did.
And yeah, he had that energy. He just had that. Oh yeah, remember when even a joke was too far gone when somebody else said he just started backing up in his chair, like,
Oh yeah, oh
yeah,
yeah.
he'd be
There were
like,
a couple times
"Oh,
with
whoa,
that
whoa,
one.
whoa, whoa. Yeah, I'm not touching that one." Yeah. We may only got to know him for about 6 months or so, but you know what? It was a fucking pleasure to have gotten to know him for that time. I'm at least honored to have gotten to know the man for the time I got to.
Yeah, it was. I will say it was a special time. In fact, I looked forward to every Sunday because I knew, uh, no matter what, I was I would always get an invite before the stream. There were times I couldn't join, but I know it was always there, and so we would always, he would always send it out early. We'd go backstage, everybody would talk, chit chat. In fact, there were a few times that we had Darth Haster back there with us, and so he'd be going into his wheezing
Yeah.
till we kept counting, and it's like, okay, well, he's already had 3 fits before we even started.
Oh yeah, he could definitely get Darth Haster. He could definitely get Darth Haster wheezing.
Oh yeah, that was the easy part.
Oh God, for me, a couple of times he would say something right when I'm sipping fucking coffee, and I cannot think of at least I think of at least 2 or 3 times where I'd be drinking coffee and I end up spitting it all over my freaking computer.
Oh, that was a fun. Oh, I remember literally. I had to look away from my computer one time, and I literally, it was a spit take because I
Oh,
just like, oh my god, and I had like half a second to look away,
and you made it.
and oh yeah, and hello Nina,
Hey Nina.
what's going on today, Nina?
Oh, not much.
Um, you heard the news, of course.
Yes, I did. We're
Yeah.
going to miss him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah. He was too young.
yeah. It was, yeah, I can't believe he was 53.
I know.
This is too young. Nina, I understand you're over at your sister's, right?
I'm 68.
You're at your sister's house, right? Wow,
Yeah.
68. I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember Jedi Bill was telling me that because I talked to Jedi earlier. I know he's taking this hard as hell, like the rest of us.
Yes, he is.
Yeah. I think pretty much anybody who got to know him definitely is going to miss him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, anybody who's ever streamed with him, I mean, most everybody who's ever streamed him, I believe wholeheartedly that we're all going to miss him. Like we said, he was part of this community, and there's now a hole in this community that just will not be filled.
Yeah. I'm gonna miss him.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like I said, we're just kind of talking about things that happened with him, fun stuff. Like I said, I mean, this is going to sound selfish a little bit. God, I'm going to miss Locutus Cam.
Yeah.
I was, thinking all those small things I'm going to miss on now. It's like, man, I'm going to miss Locutus Cam.
Yeah.
I'm going to miss him holding that damn cat and it just being like,
Yeah.
it's like Nina, you didn't hear this earlier, but early on in the stream, I saw that because Admiral always has his stuff pre-loaded and pre-ready to go. So it's like he's got all of a sudden a pop-up in YouTube. One of the few times they finally remind me of crap. And they're like, hey, short attention span tonight. And I'm just like, I was like, oh God, thanks a lot. I was like, you couldn't. I was like, boy, talk about shit timing.
Yeah. I'm gonna miss that show. Stream, whatever you want to call it. Oh, I'm in pain right now.
I can tell.
Yeah.
So much pain. Oh. So, how are you, Bird of Prey?
Yeah. I'm remembering just
Yeah.
Mamo Prey too.
Yeah.
Yeah. He will be missed.
Absolutely.
Yep. So will Cutis.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can't imagine.
it's sad, but I hope Locutus is okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
Well,
might not be. He might be missing them.
Oh yeah. Definitely.
They do grieve.
well, I'll give you an example. You want to know? I mean, pets are interesting. It's like my dog Luke is over here sitting next to me because he knows I'm not. I mean, he knows I'm not feeling good. Anytime he knows something's wrong with me, he never wants to leave my side.
Yeah. They
Luke
know.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah, they know. I don't know how they sense it, but they do. And I guarantee you, I mean, I can imagine that. I mean, because Locutus was all intents and purposes, that was his cat. I mean,
Oh yeah.
yeah. And that cat loved him. You could tell. All those streams where the cat's like, hey, yo, I'm right here. Yo, remember me? Shut up for 5 seconds and give me your attention.
Yep.
And then you give us those death stares on Locutus Cam.
I'll be back in a couple minutes.
No.
Okay,
No
buddy.
problem.
Okay.
Let's see what time the barbershop opens. I wasn't going to go, but I just really want a freaking haircut. And I'm going to need to get out of the house anyway to get some air.
Yeah.
Dad, can you make us coffee?
Yeah, I'll make some in just a minute.
Yeah. Well, I didn't think that that I don't know what I'm thinking right now. I'm in so much pain. Can't get comfortable. Oh yeah. I didn't think Canuck would have karaoke yesterday. So I went out with my sisters and my brother-in-law. So, like, Bill texted me, he's having karaoke. I'm going, no. He said, yeah. I said, well, I can't be there. I'm out and about. So, like, and I love karaoke. So, oh well.
This is supposed to be the first Sunday we're supposed to be able to buy beer in my town. Of course, the question is which one's got the license already for it.
Sure.
I'll probably end up still having to go to the base, but I don't care. I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna grab a couple beers later today and give a toast out to, and like I said, grab a Code Red Gatorade, grab a Code Red Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
Oh man, I wonder how. I always meant to ask him. I always wondered how many license plates he actually had.
Wow. Yeah, I have no idea.
I always, it was one of those things you would think about randomly, and then you'd never ask it because you wouldn't think about it until later again. It's like
Yeah.
one of those things It's one of those things you're like, oh, I got to remember that next time. Next time rolls around, you don't say anything. A couple hours later, you're like, ah, shit, I meant to ask that.
Yeah.
So, Nina, did you find out yesterday evening, or did you find out earlier today?
No, I found out yesterday.
Okay.
I was on R&R last night.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't find out till about 3:50 this morning because, like I said, I hit a certain time of the night. I just shut off all my social media stuff, and
Yeah.
I wouldn't have even seen it on. I mean, I don't normally check Discord regularly, so I wouldn't have even seen it until I didn't see anything until I saw it pop up in one of the Twitter chats.
Mm.
And at first, I thought it was just somebody making a sick joke. Until I
Yeah.
saw the video, and then I was in just absolute shock.
Yeah. Yeah, Bo called me. He said you need to go on R&R. So I did. And that's when I found out. He will be missed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's absolutely going to be missed.
Yeah. So. Yeah. Did they have any kids?
Yes, he had a son.
Yeah.
And,
That's all I know of. Yeah.
oh, that's a shame. Oh. That's hard. Oh. I miss my dad. And of course, my mom. So. can only imagine what his son is going through.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of
And
makes
his
me.
wife.
It's kind of making me feel like need to make peace with my dad before I head out.
Yeah. You have one mom and one dad.
I'm back.
Okay, buddy.
Good.
Okay.
Yeah. So did you guys meet him on the? Did you guys meet him on the Insomniac Soup like I did?
I
I don't really remember.
first met him.
Yeah, I don't remember either.
I know it was on an Insomniac Soup. That is the one thing I know for certain.
Yeah. I do not remember. I met him
Yeah.
on a show on Insomniac Soup. I don't remember. Like,
Oh.
You know, it's funny. I mean, he's had 28 weeks of short attention span theater, and it seems like longer.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it does not feel like it was that short of a time, does it?
No.
Nope. So,
It's- yeah, I know it's a shock to all of us, and it's a freaking just
yes. It's a big shock. Especially to Canuck.
Oh yeah.
Yes. I know he's taking it hard.
Oh yeah, I have no doubt in my mind.
Yeah.
I don't think. Well, I mean, we're all taking. I know we're all taking this hard as hell.
Yeah.
I know. Obviously, all of us are gonna mourn and grieve differently.
Oh yes.
You're right.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Yeah, he will. Definitely. Oh man, this is the first time I ever saw him with one of the other kittens.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never saw him with that one. This is I was looking at Insomniac Soup from August 5th. He's all clean shaven at that time too.
Yeah.
That's so weird
Yeah.
seeing him clean shaven. See, I'm waiting. Yeah.
Hey, Fluger, what's going on?
Morning.
Good morning.
I didn't find out about this till I opened up the brew this morning I've been sitting here. I've been here for at least an hour. I didn't have anything I really could say, so I'm just kind of being quiet.
I understand. That's
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard on all of us.
Yes.
And I can only imagine what's going on at his home right now.
Yeah.
And I think about it, my heart breaks.
Yeah.
Oh man. I know one thing, when Admiral was on, you knew a stream was not going to be boring.
oh, this is absolutely true.
Yeah. He could make a stream lively in all kinds of ways. Hey Cap, I'll be right back. I gotta make some more coffee for the family.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, what's going on, Fluter?
Nothing much, actually. I don't know. I've been sleeping in way too much. I was up early this morning. I was up by at least 4.
Wow.
So then I was watching Dark Matter, and I got up to go grab myself a soda out of the fridge, and I'm like, son of a bitch, I better go see what's going on the brew. So I pull it up, and it's like, oh, maybe I should have left it off. Gosh. And I didn't hear about it last night. I even opened up karaoke last night to see what was going on. No, I guess I didn't read the chat or anything.
Well, everybody's screaming.
Yeah. I don't know. I got to go check my phone. I don't have it over here. There's probably a dozen posts on there by now.
Yeah, probably.
It's kind of bumming me out because I wanted to have fun on the Weird Al Near Jeopardy, or however you want to pronounce that.
Yeah.
While Mike streamed this morning.
Yeah.
And I watched all of A Question of Trek last night, but I turned it on my television in the bedroom, and you can't type on there, you can't make any comments, so I couldn't put any stupid answers.
Yeah. I was honestly asleep then, and I woke up just before the stream. And yeah, I had I had a hard time listening to it. So yeah.
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 Yeah, I know it's this isn't the usual stream people are used to coming on, and
right.
But I would like to encourage people, if they want to, they're more than welcome to join the panel, whether they want to talk about something to do with Admiral Doom or just the community in general. Because, even the people who aren't, personally connected to him know people who are. And so, and as PJ says, together we grow. Well, we got to come together and deal with a loss as well.
Well, I think I was probably really tired. I think I heard Bird talking about Captain Redneck too, and
Yeah,
it's like, really, this community is not big enough to lose that many people in 2 months. That's just not even cool. And I'm sorry if I do that. I just have somber giggles. I'm just,
I know.
I'm horrible about that. I really am. I piss people off all the time.
Like I said, buddy,
it's the way I cope.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Well, that's what we were talking about earlier with Cap and stuff. It's like we're all going to grieve, and we all handle it differently. Some people get angry. Some people, their emotion is, maybe a little giggle or something like that. It's just, how people react. Everybody's different. Everybody handles loss differently.
Yeah.
I get like I am right now. My voice gets very low. I don't talk as fast. I don't try to, my voice stays lower, and you'll hear my voice crack a lot. And I know Cap's heard me several times on here get teary eyed.
Yeah.
It's just that's how I process. That's how I process it.
Yeah.
I've had to apologize to Bert for being like having the sniffles and stuff because I'm trying to wipe the tears out of my eyes. He's like, no, man, it's good. So don't worry, Fluger. We all know that, we all process things differently. Nobody's going to hold it against you for that. At least not us. Definitely not here. Because right now, as far as I know, pretty much we're all here to help. We're all here to help each other with the grieving.
Yeah.
What does he mean? I don't know. Bird, what does this mean here from Yosef? Did Bird down another picture off the wall?
I had pictures on my wall behind me, and for years and years and years, like 10 plus years, actually probably 15 plus years, the same pictures were in the frame. And then recently I took the pictures down, and then people noted that a couple of the people had since passed away. And so people were talking about, Joe Bird took down the pictures, and now people in the pictures are dying. So they wanted to make sure their picture wasn't on the wall. And neither Captain Redneck nor Franklin Oliver Doom's pictures were on that wall.
I remember
they
that.
Were my friends from decades ago.
Well, that's what I was talking about. We, in some ways, even though we've never been in each other's homes, we've invited each other into our homes in some way, shape, or form when we see, people's houses. Like I said, when you could look at Admiral's man cave and we'd been there long enough, a lot of us would notice if something was out of place.
Oh, yeah.
Be like, hey, where's this? Where's it? Hey, where's the other guitar? Where's that Blazing Saddles picture at? I mean, we became very familiar with, his surroundings there. And he was always great to talk to, man. He was all about talking to people, getting to know them, helping out where he could.
Yeah, he helped out the community.
Well, Joseph, you're more than welcome on. Like I said, we need each other, and sometimes that dark humor is actually beneficial.
Well, Carlo, he inspired you to try build a model railway again. That's awesome.
That is awesome.
That is awesome. Yeah, he had a way of doing getting inspiration into people without even having to really try.
He didn't try. He just did by being who he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Madam Geeks Up. I'm sorry about that, honey. I didn't mean for that thing to fall down. I didn't even know it was there. I don't blame you, Joseph. I can understand that.
I know. I was just saying, you're more than
I
welcome.
was reading what he said. He said, sorry, don't feel like it. I'm like, no,
I
I
know.
can understand.
That's what I was saying too.
Okay.
Yeah.
There are some people who process grief like that. They don't want to talk to anybody. They just want to, deal with it on their own, in their own way for the time being.
Yeah.
And that is totally fine. And the worst thing you can do when you have people like that is not respect that.
Absolutely. That's why I gave the invite, and when he said he didn't
No, I
feel like
understand
it,
what you're saying. Yeah, I don't mean you.
no, I know. And but my feeling is, I want to give the invite because this isn't just about me. Just having a stream on isn't just about me. It never has been. And that's why I sent out special invites this morning that I wouldn't normally have sent. And yeah, that's why I changed the description this morning. And so, yeah. And we will remember Admiral Oliver Franklin Doom
Yeah.
for everything that he's done. He has touched our lives in a way that no one else could do, and has been a friend to us. And his main goal was helping others.
Yes.
Yes.
That
cannot be understated.
No, it can't. When he set up his story, when he said, the proceeds were going to helping others. In fact, I know he actually spent more money than he made, and he loved doing it because he was giving to others. And his store was not about making profit. It was about helping others.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he is. You know what? That's about it. I can't add anything to that.
I'm glad that we were able to get to know him and to share time together. And I am going to go ahead, for those who are interested, because somebody did mention something earlier, and put the merch store into the chat because that was something that somebody mentioned before.
Oh, merch store.
Hi, it's
Hi, it's
and I'm assuming you've seen the news by now. I don't know yet, but
I believe Yitza knows.
Yeah, good. That's good to hear. I mean, not you know what I mean. I ain't gonna about it.
I know what you meant. We understand what you meant, buddy.
Yeah.
But yeah, we understand hands down. We know, buddy.
I'm sorry. It's hard to express, and I'm having a hard time.
It's really hard to quantify when you think about it. I mean, I think we're doing a lot of that, but when you're starting to think and you're like, how do we quantify all this with what he's done? In the short time, most of us got to know him. I mean, like I said, I am flipping honored and privileged to have gotten to know the man for the short time I did. I would have loved to have gotten to know him much longer.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But I am thankful for the time I got to know him. So, and I'm going to keep that memory. I'm going to keep those memories with me. And some of those fun streams that we did together as groups, you know, his stream, the soup, your stream camp. So like we said, like we were saying, when you knew the captain, when you knew Admiral was showing up, it's like, well, you know, this ain't going to be boring.
Exactly.
He just had that way about him that he could take whatever was being said and just make one of the funniest jokes that would just have everybody laughing.
Yeah.
Like you said, you had one time where you had to you had to turn your head. I've had times where I've spit coffee all over my freaking computer because I couldn't make it in time.
Oh yeah.
Definitely one of the funniest men I've ever met.
Oh, agreed.
Oh man, could you imagine putting a montage together of some of his best jokes? Oh God.
Wow, that would definitely take hours of going through all the streams, but that would be well worth it.
Yeah, it would definitely be
well worth it. But no.
Mondays are not going to feel the same now for a long time.
No, they're not.
Yeah. I won't be surprised. I will not be surprised if I wake up tomorrow and just for a split second I forget.
Yeah, come at 1 minute after midnight tonight, I think I might be in a pretty bad mood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, there's no doubt about it.
And I am going to say this. This fucking sucks.
Yeah. You're right. You're right. This fucking sucks.
I just can't get it. I still can't believe how young he was.
Yeah, he was 53.
I know. And I know pieces of shit that are in their 70s and 80s still kicking around. So yeah, there's a part of me that thinks, yeah, this is, you know, I always say life's not fair. Well, yeah, this is another example of it. So sorry,
Well,
I just kind of want to. Sorry, just want to get a little frustration out.
They say the good die young. That's why I'm still alive. I'm not that good.
Oh,
And they were really, I mean, the history with R&R was really taking off for them. I mean,
Yeah.
it had been taken off. But they were having, not even about the number of people they had on the stream, just the programs they were doing together. They were having so much fun together, and it showed.
I didn't listen to a lot of them, but many of those streams, I can imagine that they were better than the garbage they tried to pump into our brains when we were kids.
Oh yeah.
You know.
He was one of the few people who I knew who had a bigger love of history than I do. I mean, he understood. I mean, I love history, but he had a knowledge of it in areas I wasn't even close to figuring out yet. He was, people may not have realized it, not knowing it. That dude was smart as hell. That dude was intelligent.
Oh yeah.
And you underestimated his intelligence at your own peril. Because he could either be the nicest guy, but I guarantee you cross that line, he'd chew you up and spit you out. I love this logo. I love his logos too. I'm gonna miss seeing that logo pop up. Didn't he do one where he did like a public service announcement?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Drew. Okay, Drew just talked to me. Drew T, sorry I missed your stream, geek. Haster called me and we talked about it. Doom will be sorely missed. He was a wonderful man. Don't find humans much better, hands down. Yeah.
I'm just. Yeah.
Did anybody
Go ahead.
Does anybody remember if he ever gave an explanation why he came up with short attention theater?
Short attention span theater. I remember he mentioned something, but basically, we were talking about all kinds of topics because it's like, hey, he would say he doesn't have a long attention span, so we're going to have a short attention span theater. So, yeah. I have to agree with Carlo Albanese. Reality sucks. Reality sucks. You're right.
Here you go. Here you go, buddy. Just what I was talking about. Here it is. There.
Yeah, that.
The following program contains thoughts by actual people that some athletes, celebrities, elite politicians, and corporate overlords might tell you should be offended by. DPTV Doom Media would like to say parental guidance is suggested, but if your parents had already failed, you have to be told this is offensive. Just an observation. That is so. Oh my God, that is so him.
Yeah.
That's so him. Yeah, just not. I could actually hear his voice saying it.
Yeah. That's something we're going to be missing for a while. And
Yeah. Yeah, son of a red shirt. Yeah, absolute encyclopedia knowledge of old time radio programs. Yes, that was a big passion of his. And he did very well with it. I mean, you could tell he had a passion and a love for it.
Yeah.
Which I think is what made as well as they were, because he did have a passion for it and he really enjoyed it.
Absolutely. He loved it so much that he wanted to make sure that it was preserved for people to share and enjoy his passion. And I know a lot of people have got that chance to hear it where they wouldn't have before.
Yeah. And it is a loss. There is something to be said about listening to old time radio, just sitting back listening to it. You can look at it kind of in a sense where you're working on something and you've got the TV playing in the background. You just got something on to have the noise going. Old time radio, you don't even have to look at the TV to know what's going on because they're going to tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what that reminds me of, the old time? It reminds me of going to the drive-in and they had the war stuff. That's what it reminded me of so much. All those advertisements. But we don't have drive-ins anymore.
Well, they're coming back. Different, but they're coming back.
They've been coming back a little bit just because of the issues we've been having lately. But you don't have to grab that horrible speaker off the post and jam it onto your window.
Yeah.
No,
you can just tune in your car. Just tune in the radio; it'll work.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of miss the old speaker, but yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, and then for the attention span theater tonight, he had changed his logo.
Yeah.
And wanted to do something different.
Yeah, he'd even put out a possible new intro. I remember that.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Was probably going to be using that tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's going to be having more uploads released in the coming weeks. He's got a lot that he is already scheduled. So, yeah.
Yeah. So it's going to be it's going to be damn near impossible to listen to those without getting emotional for a while.
Yeah, it will be.
I just took one of his Admiral Oliver Doom's yitzes and just putting a little post on Facebook here saying, "You will be missed, my friend." Most people on there don't know anything about who I talk to on here, but most people on Facebook, but they know if I talk about somebody who's passed away, they know I gave a shit about them. Oh. I really want this gut wrench in my stomach to go away. That would be nice.
It would be nice, but yeah, it's going to be a while.
Oh, yeah. That's, man, so like we said, we lost someone we knew. Someone we got to know, I'd say overall as best we could in the time we got to know him.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I enjoyed getting to talk to him when I did. It was always, it was always enjoyable.
Yes. Almost as fun as watching Bird crash his plane.
Oh yeah. Or fall asleep watching a movie.
Yeah, there is that too.
Or a crystal skull.
Oh yeah, isn't Bird reviewing that today?
I would think so.
Yeah, isn't it his favorite movie?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. A part of me, I'm not gonna lie, is kind of still waiting for him to pop up.
Yeah.
I know it's not gonna happen, but there is, there's just that natural.
Yeah, talking about him, it'd be, "Hey, heard you talking about me. What's going on?" type of thing. Yeah. It would be good to see that happen. But yeah.
Yeah, but unfortunately, we're gonna have to stick with reality, and reality sucks.
Yeah. And honestly, I would say if you can listen to the uploads that he makes, please do. It will honor his memory. If it's something that you can't do, don't worry about it. Don't make a fuss over it, because he did these for people to enjoy, and because it was a passion of his. And I know for certain that he would not want people listening and just out of guilt. But if it's something you want to do out of honor, out of memory for him, please do. I know that he'll be greatly missed by many people.
Yeah.
If that only worked. If that only worked, Joseph.
Yeah. Well, we'd know if it worked because we'd know what his personality is, because the Ouija board would come back and be like, "What the fuck do you want?"
Exactly. Hello, I'm busy. Go away.
It's like, look, leave me alone, man. I'm playing craps with JC right now.
Yeah, he would actually probably say, "Look at all the records I have now.
Yeah.
You can't even lift this pile of Queen records or Chicago records."
Yeah.
Oh my God. And I have these albums I thought were out of print. Oh, yes, they were.
Well, and then he had every friggin' video console they've made since like the mid '80s. It's like, oh my God.
Yeah.
He even had the ColecoVision. I'm like,
That's
or actually more than one, I think it was.
Oh,
I
yeah.
remember.
They're so
I remember saying
obscure.
that.
Yeah. And yeah, Mountains, I think you're right.
Yeah, he'd probably like, leave me alone, guys. I'm playing Coleco in 4D or 4K Ultra up here.
Yep, could be. But yeah, before I came in, I have to agree with you guys. I'm sure Locutus is freaking his complete face off.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. He won't be missed by Locutus.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, yeah.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I'm sure anybody who comes on this and maybe listens to it later or something, you got to understand that cat was as much a part of his show as he was, and he loved that cat so much, and
Yes,
that cat
he
loved him,
did.
and it was so funny. It's like we said, it'd be so funny. All of a sudden, Locutus would pop up and then start rubbing up on him like, yo, hey, yo, me. Give me some time. Don't pick me up.
Yep.
Don't you pick me up.
Yeah, didn't like to be picked up, but wanted on that desk.
Yes.
And expected it to be cleared for him.
Yep.
And then we'd be staring at Locutus, and finally Locutus get tired of us and be like, you know what? I'll just turn around and show you my tender side.
or he'd pick Locutus up and then he'd growl and growl and growl, and then you'd watch him turn around and toss him on the chair that was right behind him. Big fluffy lazy boy. Here you go.
Yeah, I was like,
of course, there were times he would also get up, get on the desk, and then just kind of get into a ball and look like a tribble.
Yep.
Yep.
All these damn license plates. I'm looking at one of his pictures here. All those damn license plate collection he had.
Yep.
Well, what did he have? He had over 12 guitars, didn't he?
Yeah, at least. I don't remember how many.
He had a lot of guitars.
Yes.
I guess I shouldn't say all guitars. Some of them were basses, I think.
Yeah.
I remember seeing at least 3 of them.
They only showed a portion of them because,
yeah,
just didn't have the room to display them.
They were the only ones you could see. But
yeah,
I mean, what was it? 4 months ago or a little bit longer back? That whole wall where the license plates are was covered with guitars.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. And of course, he had that his vinyl collection. Oh my God.
Yeah. Most vinyl shops would just drool having his vinyl collection.
Oh yeah.
I could see him being down. I was like, hey, Can we play some Pink Floyd here? Look, I got some downstairs. I can go grab it real quick. And that sounds like something he would say.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be just some Pink Floyd. It would be like, oh, here, let's see. He'd have all these albums and he'd just keep opening it. It's like, what? How in God's name do you have that many albums?
How in God's name do you have all this? Yeah, somebody call. Yeah, ring. Yeah, somebody called my name.
Mountains, thank you. To lighten the humor,
Yes.
but the Admiral would ask Jack Dawson about Titanic. So did Jeff push you off the piano lid? Really? Your girlfriend and Jeff? Then he would quote another one of his Admiral's rules. Yeah.
I remember the YouTube. Oh, yes.
One of the few positive things he did is that he never did watch his pre-release DVDs of Picard, so he didn't have to suffer through those.
Well, there's one bright spot. That's right. He never did get around to it, did he?
Had too many good things to do.
Yeah, he had better things to do with his time.
Yeah. Live life as if awesome and incredible or downgrades. That's
I'm amazed.
Thank
Bill
you.
isn't up here.
Got it.
I wonder if he's going to. I hope he gets an honor guard style funeral.
I'm sure.
Well, he deserves it for his service. I had one time, I had some similar, something like this happen some years ago. We were in California. My wife and I were together at the time. She worked honor guard. One of the things honor guard does is they do funerals and stuff. Well, one of our close friends, her husband was deployed, and he died of some illness. He didn't get, killed or anything, but he died of some illness while he was deployed.
Yeah.
And they asked my wife if she wanted to give her the flag, and my wife said flat out, she's like, "There's no way in hell I can do it." We didn't know. We personally didn't know her husband very well, but we had known her for 5-6 years, and she was a good friend of ours. One of those people you just knew real well at work and stuff. And when I found out, I was gutted for her. And to see her in that state was something I had never seen. She was one of those women who was always strong, always very opinionated, always really, always seemed like she was in control. And it was the first time I ever saw her look so defeated and lost. And it just gutted me to see her and her daughter like that.
Let's see. Hey, Drew.
Hey, good morning.
Hi, Drew.
Hey, Drew.
Hello, Drew.
Oh man, I think I summed it up better on Twitter because I really can't come up with the words now. It just Haster called me last night and told me, and I was just kind of taken aback. I'm like, because I was just this is just shocking, and and I just put a tweet out a few minutes ago. I said, knowing him right now, he's up there in heaven or this next phase of life, whatever. But I like to think he's up there in heaven, and he's sitting there and having a good chuckle with God, talking about the rules of life.
Oh yeah,
and that's but that yeah, he's probably got St. Peter in stitches. But I mean that was him, man. That was him, and like every time, it was like without fail, he'd be up and streaming, and I would be getting up somebody else's stream and jump in, and he'd be happy to see me, and we just we'd go live, and you guys would all be popping in and out, and man, it was just a good old time because it was like hanging out like a Cheers because everybody knew everybody. It was just hanging out with our buddies, and he certainly was that. I mean, he's always the one guy that he wanted to keep it silly in a serious way, but in a silly way at the same time. That's he can have the most serious look on his face, but he's 100% silly, and that's what I love. One of the things I loved about Doomy, man.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah, he had a way of just making the entire stream laugh a little harder.
Oh, he did. He did. And he sold it so well. He just had he's just had one of those classic deliveries, and it's just like God. Yeah, we lost a good one. He's going to be missed.
Yeah. Because like I said, we got a hole in the community. It's just it's not going to be replaced.
No, not at all. The brother was unique. He had a way about him, but he was just at his core. He was just the best kind of human being that you want to meet. That's the best of humanity right there, and that's what you want. And I heard, like you were saying, Jess, I hope he gets the same kind of honors my dad did when my dad got buried in Arlington, because he deserves it.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely first service to his country as a sailor. Yeah. I hope that I hope that's what he has every right to have it. So, but I don't know what, the arrangements he's going to have with his wife or anything. And I'm sure we'll get more details. I'm sure we'll get more details probably through Canuck as things come out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just. Yeah, Drew, when I found out, like I said, when I found out this morning, I got up and I saw it, and I feel like I said at first, I thought it was a sick joke. And then I saw the stream and I was like, I was in shock.
Yeah.
And No, I deal with grief where I get teary eyed, I'll get emotional. Sometimes I'll crack a little bit. Um, but that's how I deal with grief and loss.
No, I was like asleep, and I woke up to use the restroom, and Haster had just happened to send me a DM, and he's like, man, did you hear? And I'm like, did I hear what? And he said, Admiral Doom's gone. I'm like, what? And so he called me right after that, and we talked for a good while. And I mean, it was just like, man, it totally shocked me. And I still haven't been back to bed yet since.
I know it caught everybody by it caught everybody by surprise. I know that.
Yeah.
I mean, it would have been one thing if he'd been, sick for a while or something like that. That would be different. But this was just, literally out of left field for all of us.
Oh yeah, because I mean, obviously he was always like really chipper, and he looked to be like in pretty good physical shape and everything else. And I mean, the last thing you would think is like, other than the common cold, the guy would have an issue.
Yeah.
And it's like man, yeah.
Well, it's like I said, for all we know, maybe there were some underlying medical
We don't
issues
know.
that
Yeah.
we don't know about, that maybe he was very private about. I know a lot of us, we're very open about some of the meds and stuff we take, but to some people, that's a personal thing.
Yeah,
They
that's
don't
true.
want to talk about it. So
That's true.
I mean, that's a possibility, but it could have just been, unfortunately, just something that maybe he didn't get diagnosed with or something. I don't know. It just I mean, he wasn't overweight or anything. It just, you would not think a heart attack.
Yeah.
Well, at least this proves some people wrong. He did have a heart, so he wasn't a heartless bastard. Sorry. He was a bastard, but not a heartless one. God, I miss him.
Oh yeah. I mean, nobody's gonna replace that just way with wit that he had, man. Nobody's gonna replace that. So, man.
Or even people who don't normally go on his streams, who knew who he was, just from reputation. And I was proud that I could call him a friend. I could call him anytime I needed.
Yeah. He was just good people, man. And that's just, it's just if we should all be able to take a page out of that book and take a lesson and understand that that's how you treat people, the way that he treated us. And I'm
gonna alter one of the rules of acquisitions. Good people are as rare as latinum. Cherish them.
Mm-hmm. Amen, man.
Yeah, I changed it up just a little bit from customer to people, but it's fitting.
Yeah, it is. It is, most definitely. And One thing that makes me say about you guys, Carlo, Jitsu, Mountains, everybody that's in the chat, you guys here, and I don't want to take for granted a second of just saying, thank you for just, our friendships. Thank you.
Yeah. I'm bad at doing that. I want to, and I don't. I've been bad about doing that. I'm sorry. I do value my friends. Yeah.
Oh, I know you do, brother.
I know there's probably people out there who won't understand why we're. Oh shit! I don't know when you did this, Cap. I just now noticed that. That is very nice. I didn't know when I didn't notice you put the logo up for Admiral, but that's very nice. Could have been up there the whole time for all I know.
No, it wasn't.
Okay.
But, yeah.
That's a nice. That's fitting. That's fitting. There are people that probably are not going to understand. They're like, "What? You guys just did YouTube streams together? You guys all chatted about random stuff." It's like, yeah, but you don't know what was. Yes, but there was a lot that happened outside of streams. There was a lot of stuff. We had telling people, it's like, you need to understand. There's a lot of before stage and backstage stuff we've all talked about. There are things that we had in backstage chats that were completely private between us and them. That were things that none of y'all know about, and you're never going to know about because we honor each other's privacy.
What happens backstage stays backstage.
And we really got a strong sense of the community because we'd have times we talk, like you said, Cap. He gave you his phone number. I have a couple phone numbers for certain people I can call. Some of us have, if we didn't call, we've gotten on, say, Discord, or me. I've opened up a private stream that I just have private. And I say, hey, you guys need to talk, vent, whatever. Let's go over here, have a talk. It's private. It never goes anywhere. It never gets loaded or anything. And, we've had a lot of times with a lot of different people throughout our community. And he was one of them. He was one of those who was always trying to, help the community out in any way he can. Now, like I said, he wasn't going to bullshit you. He'll give you that. He'll give you the shoulder to cry on, or he'll give you the boot up your ass, depending on which one he thought you needed. Or if need be, he'll give you both.
Yeah.
And like I said, you cannot undersell that guy's intelligence.
No, he was smart. He was smart as a whip, but the best thing is like I said, he just had that way of being silly. Like he could have the most serious look, but still be 100% silly, and that was awesome. And it takes a singular talent to do that, man. And he was great. And I firmly believe, and I know he was still under a couple hundred subs, but I firmly believe that, man, he was on the track to be the next big one out of us that made it, because he had something.
Yeah, and him and Canuck, when they started collaborating together, like I said, there was something kind of changed in him. He was having a lot more fun.
Well, he got to write the scripts the way, and get to tell real history, not the garbage that we're being presented with on quote History Channel.
Yeah.
It's like, this is like the History Channel back 15 years ago when they actually had history stories on. This is
when they actually
real.
did documentaries.
Yeah. And
around the same time, Sci-Fi Channel actually showed sci-fi versus wrestling.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
yes, because us sci-fi geeks, we love our wrestling.
well, I mean, there's nothing wrong with wrestling. I know that Drew happens to enjoy wrestling, but it's
yeah, but I don't need it on the Sci-Fi Channel.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, I did not need it on the Sci-Fi Channel.
Or what's it called now? Siwi? Siwa?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know what it's supposed to be.
That's all right. Man. The people that run the channel don't know what it's supposed to be.
No. I'm just glad I got the chance to meet and get to know him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad I caught him on the last stream I saw him on your channel, Cap, before you closed it down, because I know he was getting off, but he was there a few minutes. I'm glad I got to actually see that, just even for a few minutes that one last time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it sucks. I didn't really get to see much of anything this week because things have been crazy on this end, so I didn't get much YouTube in, but boy, like I said, I have a ton of fond memories from that guy, and a great friendship. So, I certainly don't leave feeling unfulfilled. I mean, sure, there's the regret there that kind of wish like you would have been able to say, hey, bro, you rock one last time, but I mean, he knows.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And like Bramling was saying, he was looking forward to going down there and meeting him, and I actually thought, well, hell, if he's going to come down from Canada, I'll find a way to get there to hang out with him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we could have, if it had worked out, buddy, we could have worked it easy. You could have crashed at my place, and then we'd have drove the rest of the way. When I got to Indiana.
Yeah. And I would have crashed. I would have used that treehouse.
I'm kind of interested to see, when they find out arrangements and things like that. If it's permitted to be more than just immediate family, hopefully, that some of us can make the jaunt. So I imagine it's over in PA somewhere, and then go and pay our respects.
Well, that's actually a question. Is he going to be going back to PA, or is it going to be in Indiana?
Yeah. Well, either way, I mean,
either way.
I would like to go, and I mean, I'm close by enough to go, so I'm going to.
The other thing is, and I think I am going to talk to his wife about this in the coming days. Will it possibly be online? Because a lot of funerals now are online as well.
Mm-hmm.
Because there are so many his friends, even without this, wouldn't be able to go there. Even without this situation, it just wouldn't be feasible. And if possible, to make it so that we can be there, even in spirit, together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
it happens, I will make time for it, come hell or high water.
Yes.
Yeah. Trek. If you get an opportunity to talk with her, next couple days, if you can pass on what the arrangements are, that'd be great. Or
I know Canuck will.
Canuck can.
Yeah.
Yeah, Canuck will.
Mm-hmm.
No, I've got somebody backstage. Check. Oh, hello, Bill.
Hey, Bill.
Hello, Bill.
Hey, everybody.
Oh, I know you're taking this hard, Bill. Nina's already told that much. What's going on with you?
Much.
I don't think there's much going on with any of us.
No.
We're all just kind of in a similar state, because it was just it's just so shocking.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the only thing I can ask is what's going on, because it's not going to be how are you? Because
right.
Well,
Yeah, it's just
unfortunately, there's no way around it. It's just, I know we're all feeling shitty. It sucks. There's no way around it.
And so the most appropriate thing to say is what's going on, rather than how are you? Because that's a duh.
Did anybody send Odyssey a message and let him know?
Oh, Deej?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he knows.
I don't either.
I've got a whole
I was thinking the same thing last night, but
I'm letting that know.
Yeah.
Doesn't Deej normally
Greetings,
do...
D.D. Myers.
Greetings,
D.D.
Myers.
Hey, hail,
Deej
D.D.
knows.
Myers.
Okay, Bert says Deej knows.
No, okay. Good okay. Deal.
Yeah.
I think that probably by now the vast majority of our community knows.
Yeah, pretty much.
There's going to be a few that probably will catch it later, but yeah, I'd say the biggest portion of our community found out between yesterday and today. Mountains, yes, Revan knows. Yeah, Revan's the one who told me about it.
Yeah, Revan told most of us about it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just sitting here kind of numb. I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I guess the best way that I can put it, because I guess I don't know any other way to put it, is just, just remember life's precious, guys, and what we got to do is just do what he would do. And that is just, aim to put smiles on faces.
Yeah.
It's all you can do.
I I have a suggestion for Bird of Prey. I know your upcoming Cinema Saturday was going to be, or it's going to be Fifth Element. Maybe, perhaps you could change it to Blazing Saddles. Admiral, we can all agree loved Blazing Saddles, and it's a fun film and it's pretty good remembrance. We could all come together and watch it in remembrance.
That I could definitely do that.
I'm all for it. That's up to Bird, of course.
Yeah,
but,
I know.
But thank you for suggesting it.
Yeah.
Thank you. That means a lot.
All right. I'm all late thinking about
I've
this.
had nothing but my thoughts for the last, I don't know how many hours.
I think we've all been in a similar boat there, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
I can't say I slept
I feel
my
this is an
best night's
I
sleep
feel this is an
tonight.
appropriate habit.
So
Oh, I gotta help my mom because she's trying to get down to the kitchen there. So let me go give her a hand. And
yeah, don't worry about it.
listen,
Yeah,
guys,
take care.
you take care of yourselves, and we're gonna do some great things, I'm sure, over the next today and tomorrow and the next day, and doing some great streams, remembering Doomy, and that's awesome. And I can say from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate and love all of you, and it's an honor to be your friend.
It's true.
Thank you. You know what, Drew? I know we don't get a chance to talk much, but I do value you as a friend, and I'm glad I know I can talk to you when I need, and thank you for being there.
Oh, absolutely, Trek. I wasn't gonna miss popping in this morning, so thanks for letting me hop on, and hopefully we can all honor Doomy in our own way, and I'm sure we're going to do that, and of course together as well. So, all right.
Absolutely.
You go,
have a
go
good
take
one,
care of
Drew.
your mom, and
Yep.
thank you for stopping by.
Yeah, well, take care, my friends.
You take care, buddy.
Try and have as good a day as you can.
Yes. Thank you.
Well, that's definitely what he would want from us.
Oh, yeah. And as Admiral Doom would say, live life, if awesome and incredible, are downgrades. That is something I will always remember.
Yeah, like I said, I'm going to get that turned into a big-ass banner one of these days. Because that was always his most quoted line.
Oh, yeah. In fact, I remember he'd stopped doing it in a couple of things, and I got on to him. I said, "You gotta have that in there." So he made sure to always do it.
Well, that's like Bird of Prey coming on and not doing his greeting.
Yeah.
Or Yosef not doing greetings from the future. It just doesn't fit. It just doesn't sit right.
The funny thing was when Bird came on this morning, I honestly wasn't expecting it. It's like this is one of the mornings I would have gone, okay, no big deal. But of course he did.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
nobody's gonna. I mean, we're all absolutely gutted.
Yeah.
There's no way around. Like I said, like I said, yeah, that avatar right there is one of my best ways I can think of honoring him right now.
Oh, yeah.
Code Red.
Yeah, that's how much we knew this. That's how much we knew about this guy. We knew what his drinking habits were. Usually a Code Red, or he was making a shit ton of tea.
Yeah.
He was always making tea.
Always moving your studio around, changing up.
Oh, yeah. It was always good to see his what he had going on in the background. He had the video game going all the time.
Yes, he did. Well, no, actually, there was a couple times. Remember, it was turned off, and we were all like, "Why is the video game turned off? Why is the arcade turned off?"
Yeah. So we would notice changes like that, and yeah,
Yeah, we were always good at noticing little changes here and there. I think he always appreciated that.
yeah. It just, yeah, it's not going to be easy for anyone, and
No, there's unfortunately no. And in some ways, it's a good thing it's not easy. Kind of shows how much we really thought of it. It kind of really situates how we really thought of the guy, what he meant, how he made us feel, and what we thought of him.
I just, I regret some things, not getting to talk to him about some things, and not, I don't know. But for the most part, I'm just glad I got the chance to know him. I think that he enriched our lives, and honestly, anyone, if somebody does come on, later, not part of the stream, and wants to leave a special message about the Admiral over Franklin Doom, please do.
I loved him saying on the short attention span theater, if we haven't offended you, don't worry, we'll get to you.
That's another one. That's another one he always said.
We'll get to you.
Yeah, if we haven't offended you yet, don't worry, we'll get to you.
Yeah, we did Blazing Saddles already, but so I'm just glad that we had the time together. And anybody who is listening, if you want to join the stream, I did put the link in the chat. Like I said, today is more of a way to pay honor to Admiral over Franklin Doom. We know Richard Simpson was a good man, and we want to honor him.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
anyone who wants to join in and share a memory or share their loss, please, feel free to join. We are
Hey,
coming
Kev,
together as a community. Yes,
I'll be back in about 15 minutes, buddy. I'm just gonna mute.
don't worry about it. Yeah, no problem, Bird. We'll see you later.
Yep. He was a great man. Great man. Him beat his man cave.
Oh, that was so nice. Would have been nice to have
Studio
seen all his.
B, my
Oh, yeah.
music room, my train room.
Would have been nice to have seen all those trains running. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, he would have had it up and running in a matter of time. I mean,
Yeah. He was doing everything he could, to get things up and running. I mean, between work and sleep and when he could stream.
yeah, but he said he always told us how his like 480 steps or something. I can't remember which it was. But I remember him Friday morning on the brew here. A whole box of waffles. Does that mean you had the syrup, maple syrup with him? And he that was just his breakfast Friday. Other breakfasts that he said, he would stop on his way home for the steak and shake, and I know what steak and shake is. I was out there. We don't have them here in Arizona. I mean,
right.
I think there's one by the university, but that's about it. He would tell us how he stopped there for breakfast.
Yeah. He would stop there for breakfast because that was the only place where he could actually get, what he wanted. And it was nice. I'm just, like I said, I'm glad we got to know him, spend time with him. Granted, it was just every Sunday into Monday, and we would have fun and bullshit and do all kinds of stuff. He would have some serious talks, but it was all about fun.
Oh yeah. He often spoke to cope with his mild or very light depression that he would have. He would do. He did stand up, or yeah, he mentioned stand up, and he was good at
Yeah.
comedy, and very much appreciate that.
Yeah, he will really, really be missed. And, I would like to thank everybody who has come and watched and been a part of his streams. I know I hadn't always been there because I was asleep, but I would always try to be there at the beginning. And a lot of times when he's doing the long streams, I'd come on at the end, and it's just I always felt welcome.
Yeah. Yep. I look forward to Sunday nights, Monday mornings.
Yeah.
Spending time with him on the Short Attention Fan Theater was always a great time.
Oh yeah.
I remember there were a few times I just had to go. I had to go just because I know I could guarantee I would have a great laugh because every time I came to the Short Attention Span upset, and sure enough, I needed the laughter that was given by the show and being a part of it. I remember laughing uncontrollably with Wheezy Haster.
Oh yeah.
Many times, and just losing myself in enjoyment after being needed to be cheered up, and great times.
They were.
But they must not stop.
Oh no, they won't.
They'll live on in the brew, and the soup, and many other great YouTube content creators shows. They're just talking about good Star Trek, good Doctor Who, good Star Wars. Don't harp on the garbage with current.
Right now, we just talk about what is good, but I'm just like I said, I feel privileged having known him, and
absolutely, I concur, Cap. I concur.
just right now feeling lost like everyone else. Just it doesn't seem possible, does it?
No. You mustn't take things for granted. Life, it's just truly was a knock back to reality. Life is fleeting, and you gotta enjoy every waking moment. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just glad we can come together and talk. Like I said, about whatever good things, bad things.
He
Okay.
started something pretty that I thought was pretty cool, and the Doom Screws. I think he only got out one episode of it.
Yeah.
He spoke. He spoke on Alan Parsons' album. Shoot, it was the one with the. Anyway, it's on his channel.
Yeah.
And it was just his love for music in general, and that would have been something to see more of those. You really appreciate a person who can share what he likes,
Yeah.
and just had it out there for us. Like his radio programs. He's got so many that I haven't watched yet, and going back there and watching those. I enjoyed those old radio programs. I really did.
Yeah.
I mean, that was really a sensational thing for him to do. Because some people probably never ever heard that or know what a radio program was. That's showing you what before the digital age. This is before television shows. This is how things were done.
Oh yeah.
You
that's a funny thing. We at least know that we've got a little more time at least to think about him because he's got things set up for a while yet. So yeah, we'll be getting notifications that Doom is putting out a video. Another radio thing, another radio show. It'd be good to watch and think of him.
Yep.
I'm just yeah. And like I said, if anyone wants to join, that's good. If you're listening to this on the replay, yeah, and you want to leave a comment, please do.
Do you remember his story about something about strip clubs and a thing of pennies?
Oh, yes, yeah. He would go. Yeah, you got change for a penny.
Yeah. You got change for a penny.
Yeah.
Hey, this is one of the reasons I had to leave real quick because I needed to pick up something here. I'm going to have this up for a little while, but I wanted to show you guys. See if it's
Okay, there. Yeah, I like that.
seemed Doom's Rule 129 seemed like a good one to put there. Of course, a red Mountain Dew for him.
Uh-huh.
I like
I'm
that.
gonna leave. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that up today. If I can find some candles, I'll probably put some candles on it too. But unfortunately, I can't go up there and do a wreath or anything. But this is to me a small thing I can do to honor our friend.
Yeah. Great friend.
Yeah.
Great friend. Great YouTube content creator.
Yeah. I know many people who will continue to watch his content that he's already got scheduled coming out.
Or if you haven't listened to some of those radio programs that he's got on there, he's got several with no views, and let's get those views up, and and you won't be disappointed. I mean, those radio programs are wonderful. They're spectacular.
They are absolutely wonderful.
They date back to the 50s. So yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing how much work went into those way back when. They took those radio programs very seriously.
Yeah. And that came off when For the Love of History and Art, the radio programs that they made, that many of us lent our voice talent to, even if it was one little line. Thank you.
That was one thing that we got to do, and it was always fun to record those. And it's going to be missed. Like I said, I'm just glad we could come together today and remember him in our own way.
Remember him saying he was on the ship that was greetings from the bottom of the Persian Gulf.
Oh yeah,
he was on the ship in Operation Desert Storm or Desert Shield, whatever it was.
And it was
the ship he was on was at the bottom of the Persian Gulf because it was reported through fake news or locally. His ship he was on was at the bottom of the Persian Gulf.
Yep, it had been reported sunk, and yeah. No, it wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, we just I just ask you to continue to honor his memory, doing what you can, because his main focus in life was helping others, and the best thing you can do to honor his memory is to help others. That is the best way you can honor him as a friend.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have I've looked back. I've re-examined things even in the short time since hearing the news, and yeah, I've had to re-examine some things in my own life, see where I could make improvements, and as I said, it has been an honor to know him.
I honestly hope that Ramley could keep history with R&R, and we have to help him come up with those great, wonderful radio programs. I mean, shit, I'll do a dab in writing if I have to, because that will be another way I can remember the great man Richard Simpson.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
It
put
was
that
definitely.
little. I put that little picture up on Twitter. It was posted. You will be missed, my friend. I can't say it any more than that.
No.
Sometimes it's just better to keep it short and simple.
Yeah, it is. And I don't.
This is going to be with all of us for a long time.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
I don't think that's a bad thing. I think that's a good thing.
I believe, I don't know, but there was, as I was hearing last night, Ramley Canuck will either do Doom's STA or Mystery CCTV, one of the two. So I'll keep my eyes and ears peeled for what will conspire.
I want to thank everybody that has joined us today. I wanted the chance to get to meet him, but that didn't happen. I'm glad I had a good friend that I could count on, and he will be greatly missed.
We all did.
And right now, I think we all need to spend time just considering things in our own lives, how Doom affected us, how we can improve ourselves to help others. And I think the best way to end this today is with Admiral Doom's Rule 129.
Yep.
Live life as if awesome and incredible
were downgrades.
Downgrades. And I've got somebody in the back room, Mountains of Elysium. Good afternoon, Mountains. How are you?
Not too bad.
Hello, Mountains.
I only had a few minutes, but I wanted to come on and just say I'm in shock because that guy was a great man. And I'd wake up and I'd see the short attention span theater on. I'd leave a few off-color comments. We'd laugh. And I think that was the case for many of us here. He helped bring, as this community is, bring a lot of us together. And even when he was down, he always had a laugh.
Yeah.
That's something we can all learn from.
Agreed.
Absolutely.
Let's see.
Yeah, I'm glad you wanted to come up here and say something, Mountains. It means a lot.
Yeah,
Yes, it does. Mountains, Elysium. Thank you.
Guys, often I don't get a chance to, but when I can, I come on. And it's important to support my friends who are here with us and remember those who've passed on.
Yeah.
Hey, Gap, I kind of did a little haiku poem. I'll try to say it without losing it. Today a friend has died, where once there was a bright light, now a void fills it. Yeah, that's about how I feel.
Yeah. If anyone is interested, again, his merch store is there. And let me see here. Get his YouTube page up. Because you're going to see the reminder for the George Inchesman Theater later, I'm sure. But here's his page on YouTube. Yeah, just remember, honor him in your memory. Consider what he's done in our lives. And we need to remember to stick together as a community rather than letting things tear us apart.
Here, Cap. Here.
Amen. Who's gonna look at a Code Red Mountain Dew from now on and just get a little smile?
Oh yeah.
You want to go get some damn Code Red right now?
I have one sitting right here next to his little memorial I set up, but nobody's drinking that. That's for him.
I think the best way to remember our friend is with laughter, because that's what he was.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely, yes.
Yeah, he had a humor that was just so unique and so much enjoyed by most of us.
Oh, definitely. It was a special time always on his programs. Always leaving in a better mood than when I first got there. So yeah.
I'm gonna continue. We haven't offended you yet. Don't worry, we'll get to you. Damn it. I'm gonna do that in the soup. The soup comes back Tuesday morning.
Well, might as well come back Monday morning.
What was it?
Well, I know that, but I have to see what Rambling Kudik and Mr. CD, because both of them said they couldn't stream in that time slot, and I have to see what they're doing first.
Oh yeah.
Oh God, I got such a bad headache. Damn, I got a bad headache.
What was one of them? If it pays to be
Go ahead.
stupid, your driving's going to make me a fortune.
Oh yeah.
He often would drive to and from his commute to and from work. He had a dashboard cam. I would love to see some of those.
Yeah.
I don't think he ever shared any of those today. I think
he
maybe
put 2 of them up.
maybe a little bit.
Yeah, there were a couple of them.
The stupid other drivers out there on the road. Babes.
Ain't that the truth? Yeah. Well, if people didn't know that this guy meant a lot to us before the stream, I would imagine if you listen to it, you'll realize it now.
Oh yeah. There is absolutely no doubt that he meant a lot to everyone listening. I'm just, yeah, like I said, I'm honored I knew him and could call him my friend.
Yep.
Yeah, and I feel very fortunate to have been able to do that too. Like I said, didn't know him for a very long time, but the time I did get to know him, I will cherish.
Yeah, exactly.
And I don't say that, and I don't say shit like that lightly.
No, I understand. I understand completely. I'm going to ask you, NB, do you have any final thoughts you'd like to express before we go?
Absolutely, I'm going to miss. I'm gonna miss him. I'm gonna miss Locutus Cam. I'm gonna miss his jokes. I'm gonna miss hearing his end call for Doom's Row 129. Yeah, I'm gonna miss his. Gonna miss seeing his little his basement, his background and stuff. I'm gonna miss the Locutus getting all shitty with it. Yeah, I'm sorry. That's about as sums up as I can get it. Sorry.
Go for it. That's fine. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Fluger, is there anything you'd like to add?
I'm going to just have to say tonight at midnight, I'm going to probably lose my shit. So whoever wants to bring, if it's CCTV or Canuck or whoever, Bill, I'll be there, but I might not be able to talk.
It's fine.
Yeah, everyone will understand.
Yep.
Nina, did you have anything to say, to add to this?
Yes, that he was a very good man.
Yes, he was. Bill, anything to add?
He was a wonderful friend, and I'll never forget him. He will live on. He will live on in me, and everything I do in the future.
Thank you. And Mountains, is there anything you would like to add before we end things?
I suppose I'd say that not all tears are bad. Remember him with laughter and honor him by treating those of us who are here, all of our fellow nerds, by staying in contact and being friends. That's the best way we could show honor to that man.
Oh, yes, I agree. Thank you.
That's well said, Mountains. Well said.
And on that note, I will just leave it with this. As Admiral Oliver Franklin Jr. would end this: live life as if awesome and incredible are downgrades.